Hi everyone, in this video we'll discuss the sentencing power of the courts. Of all the courts we have discussed so far, we'll discuss the most important provision section 29, 20, 30. We'll also discuss section 26. So if we take a look at chapter 3, it discusses power of the court. We have section 26 which discusses court by which offences are triable, 27 jurisdiction in case of juveniles. We have section 28 sentencing power of the High Court and Session Judge. Section 29 have sentences which magistrate may pass, including Chief Judicial Magistrate of first class, second class, CMM, Chief Metropolitan Magistrate, and Metropolitan Magistrate. Rest other provisions, section 30, which talks about the DID in case of default of fine. Then 31, when sentences in case of conviction of several offences. We'll discuss all these provisions in other videos. This video will be focused on sentencing power. So starting with section 26, we have for offences under Indian Penal Code, it will be tried by High Court, Court of Session, or by any other court with respect to first schedule of the IPC. Now let us go to first schedule to have a better understanding. So this is the first schedule of IPC. It lays down offences under the Indian Penal Code, the section, offence, its punishment, whether it is cognizable or not, bailable or not, and by what court it will be tried. So see, we have provisions for trial by magistrate of first class. Let us see. 120B, criminal conspiracy to commit an offence punishable with death, imprisonment for life, or RI for a term of 2 years or upward. So it is by, in terms of any other criminal conspiracy, in such cases it is tried by magistrate of first class. Now, Court of Session will try all the cases under section 121. So this is the way by which an entire classification is made in the IPC. Let us again go back to the Bare Act. And for section 27 talks about in case of juvenile. So for juvenile, now we have the Juvenile Justice Act, under which we have juvenile justice courts, which deals with elaborative provisions for juveniles. However, section 27 is not applicable in case of Juvenile Justice Act, and there we have special law. So under section 5 of CRPC, the special law ousts the jurisdiction as we studied. Though for better understanding, you can go back and check our video on section 4 and 5 of CRPC. So coming down to section 28 and 29, which discusses the sentencing power of High Court and Session Judge and Judicial Magistrate of first class, second class, Chief Judicial Magistrate. We have combined everything in this with this image. So we have first, Supreme Court or High Court, it can pass any sentence authorized by law, any sentence. Name it, and Supreme Court or High Court can pronounce it. Session Judge or Additional Session Judge, under 28(2), they can award any sentence authorized by law, subject to, that is only death sentence. Sessions Judge or Additional Session Judge can authorize a death sentence. However, this is to be confirmed by the High Court. Then we have the Assistant Session Judge. It can award imprisonment up to 10 years or fine, but not death. Okay. Then we have CJM, Chief Judicial Magistrate, or Chief Metropolitan Magistrate on the very similar front, because both the powers of Chief Judicial Magistrate and the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate with respect to sentencing are the same. So they can imprisonment up to 7 years or fine, or both. We have Judicial Magistrate of first class or Metropolitan Magistrate, imprisonment up to 3 years or fine up to 10,000 rupees, or both. And judicial magistrate of second class, imprisonment up to 1 year and fine up to 5,000 rupees. Let us again go back to the Bare Act. So here we have all the provisions of section 28 and section 29, but for better understanding we simplified everything in that image before, but you can correlate to it while studying. So this was the sentencing power of the court. In the next video, we'll discuss sentence of imprisonment in default of fine, and also how the imprisonment or fine is calculated when uh, many punishments are running together. We'll understand this in the next video.